For these questions, we need to rationalize the denominator. In other words, we don't want a square root in the denominator. So when I look at this first question here, we've got 1 over root 3. And the way we eliminate the denominator is by multiplying that denominator by root 3. Now, if I do that to the denominator, I must do it to the numerator as well. So in effect, I'm just multiplying by 1. Root 3 over root 3, that cancels to 1. So I'm not actually changing the value of that 1 over root 3. 1 multiplied by root 3 is just root 3. And root 3 multiplied by root 3 is 3. On to B, and a similar approach here. We've got the root 5 over 2 root 7. And what I need to multiply this by is root 7 over root 7. Now the root 5 multiplied by the root 7, that is root 35. And the root 7 times the root 7 in the denominator will just give me 7, and 2 multiplied by 7 is 14. On to C. So we've got 1 over 2 minus root 3. Now for this one, what we multiply is what we call the conjugate. So what I'm going to multiply here is this denominator, but instead of the negative or the minus here, I'm going to change that to a plus. So it's going to be 2 plus root 3 over 2 plus root 3. And then we just multiply out these. So 1 multiplied by the 2 plus root 3, that's just going to be 2 plus root 3. Okay, now let's look at when we multiply this denominator. Okay, I'm going to get the 2 multiplied by the 2, which is 4. I'm going to get the minus root 3 here, multiplied by the plus root 3. It's going to give me a negative. And root 3 multiplied by root 3 is just 3. Now the nice thing here, why we use this conjugate, is when I look at the 2 multiplied by the negative root 3 and the 2 multiplied by the positive root 3, they will cancel. So what I'm left with is 2 plus root 3, and 4 minus 3 is just 1, so I can leave my answer as 2 plus root 3. On to D, and a similar approach here. We've got the negative 3 and 1 plus root 5. So when we multiply by the conjugate, we're going to get 1 minus root 5. And that's over 1 minus root 5. Okay, doing the multiplication, we've got the negative 3 here multiplied by 1. So that's going to give me negative 3. I've got the negative 3 multiplied by the negative root 5, which is going to be a positive, and it's 3 root 5. Now in the denominator, we've got the 1 multiplied by the 1, which is just 1. We then have the root 5 multiplied by the negative root 5, so it's going to be a negative here, and root 5 times by root 5 is just 5. And we know that the other terms will cancel, so the plus root 5 and the negative root 5 will cancel. So what we have is negative 3 plus 3 root 5. And 1 minus 5 is negative 4. Now I don't like that negative in the denominator here, so I can actually remove that. And we can actually change this to 3 minus 3 root 5 over 4.